Here's a quick look at the emini S&P for Tuesday, 15th of Feb, 2011. At emini Day Trader, we were looking in around the 21 area as support. Did not quite get down there. This is the profile from overnight. This is the profile from the regular trading hours today. And of course, this is the profile from yesterday, from Monday. So we were saying that we're still in this up auction. We were looking for a bit of a pullback and felt that the weak close that happened yesterday off of the highs would have some follow through. We were thinking the market would probably get down to 21 to offer us potentially a good long trade, maybe even down to 14. But it obviously did not have that much of a sell-off at all. So up auction still remains. We're still thinking that on an intraday basis, our preference is certainly to still trade alongside. So nothing has changed in that regard. You can see here that the market did make a new low compared to yesterday's low in the overnight session right here, and the overnight low was obviously taken out when the market sold off in the regular day today. Did have a fairly good close, came back up here and closed around 1326 after making 1322.25 the low. So the market is just in a pause within the intraday up auction, and that's how we're treating it for right now. Here are the profiles from just the regular trading hours only. And here is our software and our trades we took today. So you can see that we had, I'll just mark in the down arrows, which are red arrows, and I'll highlight here the up arrows, which are blue arrows, which signify long trades. As you can see, we only had 4 of them here. The first one we took right here was a short trade. You can see it kind of went back and forth, so we ended up by exiting that trade for a scratch. Just didn't do anything for us after 10 minutes, and even though we did have the nice red filter here, we were still somewhat nimble in our management policy on that one because of the fact that we're within the intraday up auction. However, not long after that, we did have an indication for a long trade, and you can see here's the entry price right here. The market hit right on the tick, did not fill. It came in here a second time, right to the tick, did not fill. We didn't actually get filled until right here, but the trade worked out great. It came all the way up here and came within just a tick of the session's high. So that was actually our first trade of the day. Even though it was set up and triggered here, we weren't actually entered into that trade for about an hour after that. So that worked out nicely. We did have an indication on this short trade in the prior to that, but this short trade here, as you can see, the market had turned into our green filter, and in intraday up, we're not going to take a short trade with a green filter, meaning preferences to the long side, so no trade there. So this was our first trade here. It was actually filled here, and we were able to participate in that up movement. Then the market came down. The only other trade we had was this long trade here. We were entered right here, and it had a very nice move higher. And this trade moved 2 3/4 in our favor. This other one here was 3 1/4 in our favor. So easily reaching our first 2 objectives. And actually on both of these trades, we ended up with a 0.75 on the final partial. So being able to take 1 1/4 points out on the final partial and our regular 3 points, because the market hit our first 2 objectives, it turned out to be a nice day. 9.5 points today, so very similar to yesterday, off of these trades today, 3 trades today, and so pleased about that. After all, the market only had, I think it was about a 6-point move. I believe, yeah, 28 was the high. 22 1/4, so 5 3/4 point move on the day. That's all the entire range was. So nice for us to be able to take out 9.5 points today. Pleased about that. Any questions or comments, just get a hold of us at info@eminidaytrader.com. Always enjoy hearing your questions and comments. So look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you again tomorrow.